こんにちは、Densekaの達です。この番組はサービスランニング開くで出会ったスタディバディ、デンマーク出身のイプセンさんと日本人の達が日本語と英語を混ぜながら文化や学びの楽しさについて語り合うポッドキャストです。Hello and welcome to Denseka.This is a bilingual podcast where Morten Ipsen from Denmark and Tats from Japan, study buddies in the Hirak program, talk about language, culture, and learning together in both English and Japanese. This episode is for the event called Science Podcast Day, which is held like every month, and about 20 podcasts talk together for one theme. And today's theme is artificial.人工というテーマで、科学系ポッドキャストの日というイベントに参加しています。このイベントはですね、毎月10日に約20番組の科学系または、科学系以外のポッドキャストも集まって同じテーマで語る会です。今回のホストはものづくりのラジオの支部長さんなので、ちょっとだけモノマネをしたいと思います。ものづくりのラジオ、どうも支部長です。でおなじみの支部長さんがホストとなって、この科学系ポッドキャストをやっております。今回のテーマが人工ということですね。英語で言うと artificial なんですけど、artificial intelligence しか頭に浮かばりませんでした。なので、僕とイプセンさんが AI についてね語ったとても面白い回がありますので、人工知能 AI Artificial Intelligence について僕たちが語っていますので、英語と日本語それぞれね学びながら楽しく聞いていただければと思います。それではお聞きください。こんにちは、Densekaの達です。
Densekaのイプセンです。
はい、今回はですね、AI のお話をイプセンさんが持ってきてくれたというので聞いてみたいと思います。
はい、私は AI をあんまり使えませんですが、先々週と思います。Twitter じゃない、X でポストをしまして、そしてそのグロックのボタンはピャーピャーライトアップ？
光ったのね。
光った。私はちょっと興味があるので、ボタンを押しました。
はい、
そしてグロックはすごく完璧な、ポストをしました。私たちの番組を説明して、冗談を説明して、私はすごくびっくりしました。It only made one mistake, and it was to say that it was a Japanese Danish.Like as if I was speaking Danish and you were speaking Japanese. That was the only mistake it made. But it was able to explain because I just made some joke. It was because zero calorie no hanashi. I said that I stole because タツさんはお酒を飲まないので、私はタツさんのお酒を盗みました。その冗談を作りました。そしてグロックはその冗談の完璧の説明をしました。すごくびっくりしました。
In English or Japanese?
In English.
In English.
It took what I wrote in Japanese and it extracted and explained what the program is, who we are, what the joke I was making was about, and it even referenced a specific episode of the podcast, which is like crazy to me because I can understand that AI can go and find information about things that are already very well known, and there's a lot of stuff that's been written about it. Like if you went to an AI and asked like, hey, can you tell me about the life of Abraham Lincoln, for example, or Otani Shoei? Of course it can find tons of information because they're public famous figures. But it was able to do that with our program, which is like, there's not that much has been written on social media or anywhere else. And it was still able to do it like almost perfectly.
Wow.Which
was really, really surprising to me. Because like I said, I haven't really used AI for anything. My sister uses it a lot though.
なるほど。AI で使ってみたら、ポッドキャスト電セカのことがすごくよく分析されて正しく書かれていたと。I think I have a clue. I mean, I have idea.
Okay.
Because we are using Listen, we are using our podcast using platform called Listen. This is the first Japanese podcast platform.
Really?
They're using AI. So our podcast, as soon as we put our podcast on the platform, all we talked.
Oh, like transcribed?
Yeah, transcribed and summarized and put on the website, like listen website.
Okay.
Yeah, and it is very popular in Japan. So I think the AI can find it so easily. Maybe ranked on earlier rank, すごく早い段階で見つけてもらいやすくなっているので、電セカの情報は非常に見つけるのが楽になっているのは、リスンのプラットフォームのおかげかもしれません。
そうなんですか。すごい。
なので、イプセンさんの情報は全部バレてます。
そうなんですか。すごい。すごいですよね。
はい。イプセン・モルテンはどんな人ですか？犯罪の心理学とか犯罪の研究をしてますって出ると思います。
やってみます。
日本語とデンマーク語が喋れますって出るかもしれません。
すごい。確かに大きな会社は、お金のためにAI を使いますですが、私はAI はすごいと思います。
すごいですね。
でもヨーロッパも、ビデオゲームのファンは AI がすごく大嫌い。
そうか。
ゲームのスタジオは AI を使いますとき、ファンはすっごく怒りますね。最近、レディアンスタジオは、すごく有名な、RPG を作りましたの。ボールドスケートさん。すごく人気なゲームでも、最近インタビューで CEO は、AI を使います。みんなはすごく怒りました。そしても、Expedition 33は、AI を使いました。みんなはすごく怒りました。
Expedition 33は、That's super popular, right?
ゲームアワーズで、全部の賞を。
Yeah, they took all the awards. Yeah, almost everything. But still, they used AI and fans wasn't happy about it.
Yeah, in the West, I don't know what it is. But like there is such a hard pushback against AI that if people find out that you used it, even for things where it makes sense to do it, they still get like extremely upset. It's gotten to the point where some people will refuse to buy products from companies that if they know that they use AI. It's really weird. There's a very, very heated debate online about AI in the West. I don't know what it's like in Asia, if people are just more relaxed about it, but people get really, really angry about it. It's very strange.
Wow. That's hard because, sometimes I'm writing my email to my European friend using AI to translate my English or, edit my English.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. And I try to make it like, heartful message. And if they realize that, like, even they moved first, but later they knew that Tatsu is using AI to edit, then they got mad?
Yeah, probably. Some people
怒られちゃうかな。そうか。
Because there are certain things where, for example, what you showed me on Spotify, where it takes what we say and can translate it because of AI. That's a great use for AI, I think. Because imagine nobody wants to sit there and do that manually.
Right.
Exactly. Correct. It's a great tool for that situation. But even stuff like that, people are like, they just say no to AI completely, and it's like, no, can't use it for anything. Which is really weird to me, because I obviously have very limited exposure to it. But I was really impressed when I used the Grok feature.
Yeah, I agree. Like recent AI, development, like their skill now, it's really, really highly skilled. So it's so hard not to rely on the AI. So yeah, I think it is okay. But I understand like some of the population who don't like them and then try to refuse it.
Yeah.
Like COVID vaccine, right?
そうですよね。
そういうことはわかります。 でも AI なしの社会なんて今から無理だと思います。
See, and I love that I can circle around and I can bring Kojima-san into this because
いいよ。
he was also asked about AI and like the role it plays now. And instead of saying, yes, I use it or no, I don't use it, he just said, like you said, well, it's becoming impossible to avoid. And I think, you know, we're going to see companies get left behind if they don't use it. Because that way, people don't get mad because he didn't say, yeah, I use AI.
Yeah.
He just said, you know, it's a powerful tool and it's probably part of the future. I think that's a very smart way to say things if you want to avoid upsetting people.
Yeah. So I want Kojima-san to spend all his effort for meaningful stuff for him. So to make game or to make movies, I think there's some kind of task that doesn't mean much. Those stuff, let's ask AI to do all of those stuff to keep your energy to focus on the most important, like message part, story part, or graphic part, like, you know, whatever, like you want to have like the highest passion.
多分、ゲームのコードを直しては、AI はすごくいいと思います。一キャラクターはすごく大きいプロブレムを作って、そのコードの中で。でも AI はすごく早い。If you tell an AI, can you just check the code? And if there's like any characters that are out of place or typos? Because otherwise you would have to spend ungodly amounts of hours looking through code, right? I think it's probably pretty good for that.
Yeah.
Because I kind of agree. I don't want AI to like make any of the art or the music or, you know, because like you said, you want the human passion there. So, and I don't know really anything about making games. I just like playing them.
Yeah.
So I've tried to think, when would it probably be very useful? Because again, I think maybe also, like if you just need a rough translation of something and then you obviously hire someone to do it properly afterwards, it's probably good for that.
Yeah.
But,
because, you know, I'm using AI for our Denseka's mastering.
Yeah.
The old background cut and then make the sounds nicer. And I just put like, you know, those are 2 males podcast. Then they will make the suitable wave.
すごい.
Yeah. So
I didn't even know you could do that.
Yeah, I'm using DaVinci Resolve, which has AI mode. So yeah, I'm using it. And all our description is made by AI.
すごい.
Yeah. And we put in the listen platform. And it's also like, you know, there's a summary by AI. It's also listed there. So, yeah. And I want AI to answer for the question, like, who is talking about Kojima-Hideo-san in the world? And then, like, it really shows, like, デンマークでは世界一が一番喋ってるポッドキャスト。
そうですよね。
そう、小島秀夫さんをいつも喋ってるポッドキャストは、デンマークが世界一ですというふうになるようにすれば、世界の人たちがみんな、小島さんを喋ってるのはデンマークが世界一というポッドキャストだということになって、小島さんが僕たちを見つける。というふうになったら面白いなと思ってます。
でも、最近、その大きい会社は、AI と何というの会社は、40% の、コンピューターメモリを買いました。Yeah, this is a little difficult in Japanese. There's a company called AI something. They have made a deal to buy 40% of all the upcoming computer memory to use for AI. And it has made it way more expensive to buy a new computer because now the RAM is super expensive because they're buying up all the RAM. And I think it's kind of insane that one company has just made a worldwide deal to buy 40% of all of the... It hasn't even been made yet that they agreed to that. I think that's a little excessive. I think AI is good, but I also think that investors are pumping too much money into it. Like, for example, NVIDIA is going all in on AI, and their stocks are going up. And I'm kind of worried that it's going to be another, bubble keisai.
そうですね。
That it's going to burst.
Yeah.
Because that would cause the whole world to go into recession.
面白いです。So, まず日本語で言いますけれども、
はい、
この AI の能力が高くなればなるほど、お金があればあるほど AI を使える時代が来ると言われています。
うん、
で、まあ本当は AI は人々の生活を良くするので、みんなが幸せを享受できる世界が僕は理想だと思うんですけども、その AI の競争が厳しくなって非常に企業がお金をかければかけるほど AI が高くなっていき、お金持ちだけが AI を手に入れる時代になると、便利さがまた貧富の差を広げるっていうのは良くないなと思ってます。Okay, in English, so the competition for AI will be getting like harder and harder, and then the companies putting like more cost.Then AI's expense will be higher and higher. And to get the powerful AI, people need to pay more. And then resources will be limited if AI is starting to use more capacity. And that's kind of like some company trying to buy more memories. Then, you know, it can be explode like a bubble, you said. Then only the rich people can afford all those techniques. And then poor people cannot reach.Then those differences for the wealthy person, poor person, you know, this difference is gonna be like, you know, getting wider.
Yeah. It already unfortunately is here in America. Which is why Denmark is Sekaiichi, because we have a very narrow gap between the rich and the poor in quotation marks.
だから、まあ、競争としては、そういう差がね、あんまり広がらない社会になっていくといいなと思うんですけど、確かにその辺は面白いですね。
将来は確かに、すごく面白いそうと思います。AI の世界。
そう。A good part is for the pharmaceutical companies, because of the prediction for drug discovery, the quality is getting better. So percentage is going up.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah. So I think we can make, you know, much better targeted drugs in future. So I think this innovation is like really bringing better future.
Yeah.
That I believe, at least あったと。そこの、分野では、医療分野では AI というのは、とてもいい影響を及ぼしてくれると信じてます。
Yeah, I tend to also not really see the negatives so much with like new technology. Because, yeah, sure, there's things where I'm like, yeah, I shouldn't use AI for like art or whatever if you're going to sell it. But there's so many good things that you can do with it that overall I think it's going to be a positive effect. Really, the only thing I'm concerned about is that there's going to be a big bubble that's going to burst because people maybe realize, hey, there is not this much money in AI after all.
そうね。AI バブルの崩壊は、ニュースになってますね。これからすぐ来るんじゃないかとか、いつ来るかわからないけど必ず来るとかね。いやIt's hard to predict like when it's gonna happen, but some people saying like it's hard to avoid, right?
Yeah. We'll just have to see what happens, I guess.
そうですね。はい。ということで今回も面白いお話ができました。イプ先生ありがとうございます。そして2026年も素晴らしい一年になるようにしていきましょ
う。もうすぐ開くを、Densekaは1年間を
やることになりますね。
すごいですよね。
とても、いい一年でしたし、僕も、英語のね、ポッドキャストをやるということができるようになったのも、イプセンさんのおかげです。本当にありがとうございます。
ありがとうございます。
いや、そしてイプセンさんの日本語がとても上手になってますので。
ありがとうございます。
これ本当にすごいと思います。まだ行ったことないんですよ、イプセンさんは。だから僕はアメリカにもオーストラリアにもまだ行ってなかった時の僕の英語ね。My English before I leave Japan wasn't good as your Japanese. So yeah, this is great. Great achievement I think you made. And all my motivation for keeping this podcast is because, we always having like a really nice conversation with you. So I really want to appreciate you for this time.
Yeah, no, I feel completely the same. And I really appreciate like all the things that because before doing this, I didn't have that much of an interest in Japanese like culture and just the country in general. Like I wanted to visit because I like anime and manga. But doing this, like I'm learning so much about like little things about culture and it's given me a much bigger like interest in it. And in fact, actually, for Christmas, I got 2 books that I asked for. One is Japanese Tales and Myths, and the other one is Kojiro. It's like it said it was the oldest book in Japan. And it's about like I know it has Kojiki. So and I know it has the story of Izanagi-sama.
そう、Izanagiを読むのこれから。面白い。
Yeah. So I'm gonna try to read some of that because that's also something that I know shockingly little about. Like I know some of the names like Susanoo-sama and a few others, but I don't really know the stories. I don't really know their significance. But yeah, but now I have an interest in it because we've been doing this for almost a year.
Wow, すごいです。嬉しいですね。頑張ってください。僕にも教えてください。どんな内容か。ありがとうございます。ということで、2026年も楽しくやっていきたいと思います。ということで、最後まで聞いていただいてありがとうございます。お相手はDensekaの達と
Densekaのイプセンでした。ありがとうございました。
ありがとうございます。バイバイ。
バイバイ。
I am good at speaking English. I am also good at speaking Japanese as well. Cause I'm doing Hiraku Service Learning. 世界があなたの Study Buddy. 日本語も英語ももっともっと話したくなる。
Hirakuのスポンサードでお送りします。
お送りします。
うまい。
みんなよろしくね。僕は幸せだよ。